Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today I'm going to tie a CDC soft hackle wet fly. The hook that I have in the vise is the Lively Legs Lip Splitter 471, number size 14. And these are Nymph wet fly hooks, 1 extra strong standard. And these are the bronze. And I crimped the barb down. I'm going to use 8/0 brown black thread, really dark brown. And before we go ahead and start the thread, I'm going to put some 10 thousandths lead wire or lead free wire on there, just maybe 3 or 4 wraps. I'm going to put it at the rear of the fly. And this will help to keep the back of the fly deeper in the water. And we're going to go ahead and wrap our thread. We're starting at the eye and moving back. And when we get to the lead wraps, since there's only 4 wraps on there, I'm just going to jump the thread. And we'll remove the excess. I'm going to put a rib on there. And you don't need a rib, but we're going to put a rib on there. And this is a fine copper wire. You can use a gold wire. You can make these in a lot of different colors. But we're going to tie these up, tie this in. Tie that thread, that end down. Now for the body, I'm going to use hair dubbing, the Hemingway hair dubbing, and this is a darker tan color. And since I have that lead on there, I'm going to make a pretty skinny noodle for the back section. I'm going to try to get this pretty tight. There we go. Now I can see how fat I need to make the rest of it. Because of that lead, had a little lump there. And we'll turn the vise so we get our fingers in there close. And we'll go ahead and wrap this. And I might need another pinch. I always say you can always add more. Just a small pinch is all I need. Having it shaggy is not a bad idea. And we're going to stop at about 1 eye length from the eye of the hook. We're going to wrap our rib. This just gives it a little more weight and also gives that little bit of flash in there. And bring that right up. And we're going to tie that off. And helicopter that off. Now I'm going to use a natural CDC feather. And we're going to tie this in by the tip. Put a couple of wraps in front of that. Then I can go ahead and trim off that excess. Now we're going to give this a couple of wraps, 2 or 3 wraps. Put my hackle pliers on there. is going to give a little bit more life to your normal soft hackle fly. When those CDC feathers get wet under the water, they have a nice action to them. Go ahead and tie this off. And I'm going to trim away that excess. And get that to go around. There we go. And I broke the thread. Not a big deal. There we go. Just trim that one away. Yeah, we got a stray CDC sticking forward. And you notice now I came back on it just a little bit. And that is because I'm going to take a mallard flank feather, and this is a light mallard flank feather. And I'm going to tie this in by the tip. And 3. And we're going to take our mallard flank feather, and we're going to give this a couple of wraps. And if you want either feather more sparse, you could just take the hackle off one side of the feather. And that was a small hackle, so it got a nice, used it all up on 2 wraps. Put a wrap or 2 in front. There we go. And we'll remove that excess. And we're going to tie off that head. We'll take our whip finish. We're going to put a little bit of head cement on there. Clean that brush off well. Now you can see the CDC seems to be a little bit too long. If you don't like that, you could just go ahead and break it off. I wouldn't cut it, just break off to the length you want. There we go. That's looking much better. And here we have a CDC soft hackle wet fly. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors. Let them know that I sent you. Please hit the notification button and like the video. And if you'd like to purchase any flies from me, go to etsy.com/shop/theflymanjim. And if you don't see it there, just send me a message. I'll get right back to you. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.